So Edie, our grandma, would obviously be the first Edith.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Is Edie, when it says what remains of Edith Finch, does it mean Edie? Does it mean our grandma, Edith Finch? She made it to 90, god damn.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Aww. We had a glove on earlier, or something. I'm not fully sure.
Her room was like a museum.
Odin Finch, joining the great majority. Oh, Odin Finch must have written some books. The Mysteries of Death and Thereafter.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse. His wife, Ingeborg, and their newborn son, Johan.
Jesus.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Wait, he took the entire house with him?
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Wait, Odin died?
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
God, that's dark.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay, so the Finch family has a lot of
whatever's wrong with this
tragedies.
family, it goes back a long ways.
Yeah, nearly 100 years. That's really sad. And then, yeah, so Edie's old. Well, she was old. What about our mother? Our mother, I don't know what her, Dawn died in 2016. Ah, God. Okay, and then Louis died in 2010, so we left a long time after that. Or rather, we left a long time ago from Edith's perspective. Huh. I can't look through the people from this side. I'm amused that they painted both sides like this. Sven and Edie. When did, oh shoot. Here we go. I was gonna say, when did Sven die? Does Sven get on the family tree? He does, but he doesn't get marked like everybody else. I guess because he was from outside of the family. So he doesn't get marked for his death. But it's nice that we can actually, like, do this. Are there any things that I can adjust? Seems like everything's pretty maxed out, so we're fine on that. Okay, we keep going. Built 1937, Sven Finch. I'm glad that paint hasn't faded away. Mole man beneath the Finch house.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Is there still power? I'd love to read this. Or not read this, but watch it. Edith Jr. Lake Trip. Sam Medal Ceremony. My Friend Bigfoot. Edith Interview, Random Junk, Weird America, The Finches, Conspiracy Now. She has a lot of these.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed.
Oh.
She could have, but she didn't.
It does sound cooler that he died straight up to a dragon. Tragedy strikes. Finch family pawn. Celebration turns to mourning. Is this a picture of when it happened? Or that he just happened to drop something as someone else snapped a picture? Because one of those would be dark.
Even in her 90s, Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Well, I mean, she was just... Seems like she was just living her life at that point. And maybe our mother was just a little bit of a worrywart. Now, what the heck's going on with this? Okay, they've got a chair inside the bathtub because they needed to, like, wash her sitting down in there.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Yeah, it's also... it's a little much. Maybe tone it down just a tiny smidge, at least, like, around this part. I don't know. I don't like carpets in a bathroom. That's so weird to me. Oh, hey. There's a Secret in the Bathroom by Sven and Edith Finch. Is it going to lead me somewhere, or is this just a journal?
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh. That's so cool. Maybe this is why our family got into so much trouble. They're all clever little shits. Hello, Calvin Finch. Another picture. This guy's taking a selfie, but many years in the
Sven gave Sam
past.
an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Oh, this is Sam. Oh, I gotta look at the family tree. Okay, so... Edie is our great-grandmother? Not just our grandmother? In which case, damn, she is definitely, like, super old. So I think Edie had all these kids. Sam, Calvin, Barbara, Molly, Walter. And then Kay and Sam had Dawn, Gus, and Gregory. And then Dawn and Sanjay had Lewis, Milton, and Edith. All right, I'm just getting a full idea of how this works out. Tell me more about yourself, Sam. Wait, Milton? Been down here too, huh? You got to find out all of the secrets of our family pretty early on. Fort Calvin. Dude, this is a hell of a room.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
I love the dichotomy. This guy wants to go to space, and then Sam's just like a little old school. Or at the very least, he's got this rustic, kind of wilderness vibe, whereas Space Commander Calvin Finch.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Well, yeah, it's got to be a pretty sad history. Calvin died at age 11? Jeez.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Please don't tell me he, like, literally sent himself flying off a cliff.
Calvin, dinner's ready. Coming.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible.
Okay, so it wasn't like a purposeful
Maybe if
thing.
I hadn't said that.
Who puts this next to a cliff?
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up.
This was just a dumb
And
idea.
maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
Maybe if somebody didn't put a fucking swing next to a cliff.
I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh boy. Oh boy. We went around more than once. We get it. It's to oh.
Mind to fly. And he did.
Ooh.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
You try. Well, I'm glad you didn't, like, end up failing like he did at it. Jesus.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Should I re-rope it, you know, in honor of him? Oh, I think there's more behind here. What the heck? They loved these little secret nooks. Seriously, it's crazy. But yeah, okay, Calvin's story
The
was a little
passages were a
short.
pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
You know, minus this little area with the wine. Blup, blup. Nice. Can we not go further than this, or is this just a little area for us to be able to, like, walk back out into the house and kind of, like, have a new perspective on some of these things? Like, here's this.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
I guess she is, as a child actor, it would be that way. So, what happens if I look through these now? Okay, so she doesn't have anything different to say about anybody. Got you. Just in case there was a chance. Okay. So, I guess we're gonna head into Barbara's room now. I'm amused that we had this entire, like, little wine thing up here. That was also a secret passage. How did we never find this before?
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Well, yeah, I mean... Ugh, what the heck? They just... I guess she died, and they just left this, like, pie or pizza or whatever this is here. The Finch family. Guys, come on. You can do a little bit of touch-up on these rooms. So she was a child star at the age of 2. Did she ever get anything else? She's got improv nights, so she kept up her love of film or acting. But we have... You know, she had to work at a diner. So she wasn't... I don't think she ever hit the success that she might have had as a young kid. Guest starring Barbara
Of all
Finch.
the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
What is this? The surprise ending of Barbara Finch.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm
Understatement.
calling it the surprise ending of Barbara Finch.
Okay. So what happened, Barbara?
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been.
Ouch.
But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was canceled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Oh.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
That's a pretty good hint.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned.
Rick's dead.
So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box,
Oh god, I have to do the turning. Okay.
and as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh. Oh god. And then we're playing this old school kind of horror music? Okay. Rick.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Well, at least we can use it as a weapon. What happened, Rick? Maybe he just slipped and, you know, hurt himself a little bit, and he's actually totally fine. But we're gonna do something dumb in Assumption. Oh boy. We're gonna do something dumb in Assumption that he's gotten himself seriously hurt.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
What? Why he's gotta torture our little island, man? Dude, I'm gonna go down to the basement as Edith, and we're gonna see all this shit. And we're gonna hate it.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Rick? You in there, buddy? Pal? Ah! Oh!
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the Late Late Picture Show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Alright. Did people actually end up breaking into our house? Destroy everything. Okay, we can't actually destroy everything. But Halloween night, man. Things are pretty bad. Oh my. The heck is going on, Walter? Why is my stuff all out here? Did we just throw it out?
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Oh no!
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and... was speechless.
Aw.
He was quite smashing.
Get out of here! I was hoping that we'd sufficiently beat him up.
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Yeah, there's this little secret exit right here. Poor Walter. He should have said something.
That night, she She played her part beautifully.
We're gonna get behind him and then we're gonna smack him in the back of the head.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groan.
Gotcha! Oh no, I hope this isn't gonna be like our dad.
Moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Alright, we're gonna beat him up with the crutch. And if it's our dad, if it's Sven, oops. I mean, he dies in an accident with construction stuff, so you know, this isn't gonna be that. Oh shit, he's gone.
Bookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Okay, alright, you know what, let's answer that. You know, maybe we can get Rick back in here and we can be like, hey Rick, we need your help. He broke into our house and we need you to be a meat shielder.
Door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh god, no,
Oh dear.
it was a trap.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story.
Oh,
As
Walter.
for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Ew. God,
That's
no.
what I call a real eerie tale.
Ugh. Boo! Boo! Boo, Pumpkinhead, dude! How much of that was true?
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Yeah, I guess if she wanted to be remembered, having a crazy horror story or mystery about your death would definitely be one way to be remembered forever. Aw, she's got a little drawing of Rick. Aw. I like the depiction of Rick as just like the guy who's like super aware, but at the same time, not at all. Okay, so I guess we gotta head down into the basement. Now
I
we
guess
know.
now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Oh, because there's a hint of horror, and also it could potentially lead into the basement. So I think it's going to be down here, close to the basement itself. Maybe. I really don't like being in an old abandoned house. Like if I was here in like this house legitimately, every fucking light
funny.
would be on.
All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Well, I mean, how many times were you gonna keep on spinning the damn thing? I might have done it by like accident, but really, it's pretty well hidden in comparison to the other stuff. The other one's no excuse. Some of that shit was like you could accidentally stumble into it from the other side. Neat. I'm amused that that got into the comic book, by the way. That meant somebody had to tell the story. Like, yeah, we literally have a secret key into our basement in the music box. Someone had to have done that. Okay, now we're in Sven's workshop. Thankfully, they tidied up the blood from his little injury.
It was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Oh. It's off limits because of all the dangerous stuff down here. Maybe you could have, like, I don't know, gotten this place cleaned up a little bit for everybody's rooms.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
What were the packages?
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Maybe she's just hiding old memories?
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
What? They have another hidden room? What the hell?
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Whoa. What the hell? They have the bunker?
In all these stories. I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Walter... I guess Walter just went crazy from all that and just set himself up down here? And he died in 2005. That's not that far away.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
What the heck happened?
After a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
Was the shaking
Having
just...
a schedule, living for today.
Sven or someone doing construction work?
I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
January 1976.
You get used to anything.
I don't know, man. I would never give myself, like, bunker life.
Even a monster on the other side of a door starts to feel normal.
Unless the war was legitimately ending. Especially some of this food's gotta go bad at some point. Just because it's canned doesn't mean anything.
Everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
Huh. So I wonder if his mother brought him food for all this time and he just, like, didn't really remember. Again, I mean... canned food can last a long time, but not 30 years. And if the mother was bringing, or if Edie was bringing packages down here, it must have just been her coming down regularly to make sure her son was alive. And he just wasn't remembering any of that. He just got stuck in his routine out of fear.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly.
Oh, he thinks that's something
and Calvin
killed all of them rather than just an unfortunate circumstance.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it.
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
It was a train that was causing the
I
shaking?
don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
No, he got hit by the train! No! The thing that scared him for 30 years is what killed him. That's so fucked.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Well, having a creepy relative like
I'm sure
this.
my mom was trying to protect me.
Yeah. You probably don't want to tell your kids anything. Oh, he had a little thing here to kind of make him think of the outside, little flowers. I wonder what really did happen to Barbara. Was it just a case of angry boyfriend ended up killing her? Maybe we'll find out. That's the biggest mystery we've got here. Everybody else died in like oh, okay, Calvin threw himself off a off a cliff. Walter got hit by a train.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
A little bit crazy? Don't worry. We'll never end up as crazy
but if
as
she
this.
never told me about an uncle under the house,
What else didn't she tell
I
us?
can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Exactly. That's a creepy fucking sound. Okay.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Ew. That couldn't have been healthy.
Trying to bury something that's still alive.